very special guest. Have you ever heard of a manifesting coach? Well, tonight you are. My very, very, very special guest, Kelsey Aida, is here on the set with me tonight. Drop dead gorgeous, positive energy, and renowned book author. What else can we bring to the table?
I mean, I also do hair on the side, so I'm a Renaissance woman, modern day Renaissance woman.
I love it. But you are so full of energy, and I love the topic that we're on tonight is the manifesting. It's been lots of times we talk about it being woo-woo. Like it's, and on the West Coast it's woo-woo. But on the East Coast it's a huge thing as well. It's great all across the country. So tell me what manifesting is.
Yeah, so my definition of manifestation is really the art of deliberate creation. So it's being intentional with your life, and it's really aligning your energy, mind, body, and soul to line up and help support you in achieving your goals and your dreams. So if you want to manifest something, it's to bring it to fruition via inspired action, energetic alignment, thinking the right thoughts, mindset work, energy work in the body. There's all different types of ways to align your energy with what you're wanting, and that's basically what I help people to do.
And that is amazing because it's a step process. It's not just one thing happens at once, but you have a story, you have a backstory. It didn't just happen that one day you decided, I'm going to make the universe my best friend and going to just visualize what I want in life. You have a backstory. So share with our audience your backstory of how this all happened and what place that you were in that you had to get out to change your life.
Yeah, so what I always write about in my books is that the step 0 of the manifestation process is actually the contrast that we experience that causes you to ask for more or for something different from life. So in true contrasting fashion, my story started when I was depressed as a late teenager, early adulthood age, and I was really going through a dark time. There was a lot of stuff that led to the depression, but I was 3 years stuck in a hole, like a pretty bad one. And I kind of made an ultimatum with the universe one day. I was like, okay, God, universe, spirit, whoever's out there to help me, I need help. I need to figure out how to be happy. I need to figure out how to be empowered. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to enjoy my life and create a life that I really love. And when I professed that, I started receiving all the right resources, mentors, therapists, shamans, healers, people, resources, perspectives came into my life that taught me how energy worked, how emotions work, how to heal, how to feel better, how to raise your vibration, how to get what you want in life, how to achieve your goals. All this spiritual and personal development information was coming to me, and it was resonating so deeply that I was, one, able to use it to get better and heal. And on the other side of the depression, I felt better than I had even felt before I was depressed. I was like a whole reborn person. And when it was working for me, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to know this information. If I could just share this wisdom and empowerment with everyone, that would be the best thing ever. And so that's when I decided to be an author. But of course, nobody knew who I was. So I was like, well, I got to start somewhere. I don't want to write this book in vain. So let me start a blog. So I started KelseyAida.com, and I was writing about healing your anxiety and your depression and raising your vibration and how to manifest your dreams and live a life you want and a life you love. And then that flourished into eventually books, retreats, coaching, and I've really just dedicated my life to this work of helping people achieve their dreams.
So give me 3 tips if I don't understand how any of this works. I want a better life. Maybe I'm not depressed. Maybe I am depressed. Maybe I just want something different. Maybe my life is not going in the pattern that I would like it to go. What are 3 tips before we take a break that you would give our viewers out there that can help them navigate their journey?
Yeah, so the first step is to really decide what you want out of life. And some people have a very specific vision. Others are like, oh, I don't know what I want. There's so many things to choose from. So if you're one of those people, I would say go for the feelings that you want to experience. Do you want to feel free? Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel empowered? So go for the feelings or whatever vision you have in your mind. Tell the universe, tell God, whatever you believe in, whatever higher power, let it know, hey, this is what I want to create next. So the intention setting is super fun. You can do it via writing. You can do it by a visual meditation. You can do it in prayer form. There's so many different ways to set your intentions. Yeah, vision boards are fun. Mind movies are fun. There's so many ways. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, why do I want this thing? And usually it's because you want to feel different than how you feel now. So let's say you're like, I want to manifest love. Okay, how do you think you're going to feel when you're in that relationship? I think I'm going to feel loved, I'm going to feel adored, I'm going to feel sexy, I'm going to feel not lonely anymore, whatever it is that you want to feel. Okay, you've identified the feelings you want. Now, step 2, how can you start cultivating them more now before that person comes into your life? So how can you start feeling more loved and adored? Can you love and adore yourself? How can you start experiencing more romance? Can you take yourself out? Can you buy yourself some chocolate-covered strawberries? Like whatever it is that makes you feel those feelings now, unconditionally, without having to wait for that lover to come. And then the third step is really just release any blockages that you have towards that thing. So if in the past you've been like, love never works out for me, all men are horrible, dating sucks, blah, 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 those would be the blockages that are going to stop you from manifesting the one. So how can we reverse those narratives, create empowering ones instead, and that way you're aligning your mind, your energy, and your soul all on board with what you say that you want.
So creating a new narrative that's
Yes.
going to work for your life with these 3 patterns.
Yes.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to watch a little footage from your amazing retreats, and we're going to talk about that when we come back.
I have been on this journey to really figure myself out, and like instantly just knew that this was what I needed to do.
I mean, it's kind of crazy because it's only been a few days and I've already been noticing things that have changed my perspective and my view on self-love.
I would love to do it again.
I kind of came to this like revelation and this realization that it's okay to kind of hold space for all of your emotions.
Everything doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to be in control all the time. It's okay to just let go and just be. And I think that was the biggest takeaway. This has really helped me to say, you don't have to contain all of those feelings and all of those emotions. It's okay to let go.
The type of girls that came here are just real people and really authentic and vulnerable, and you can leave all the superficial things behind and you can have a really kind of deep relationship with the people you're with. And I think that's been one of the really kind of unexpected and special things about this trip. So for that, I'd say definitely come and kind of expect to be uncomfortable, but in a good way, to have fun and to have some really, really special relationships coming away.
Now we're back with Kelsey. Kelsey, your retreats are amazing. How inspiring to those women that their lives were at a pivotal end and they didn't think they could go on, and how you changed it, how you changed their mindset, how you changed their ability to adapt to something new. So tell me how you created the retreats and what you hope for women out there to know.
Yeah, so my retreat, it's actually focused on radical self-love because I found that self-love is one of the key pieces in manifesting your best life, right? If you believe that you're worthy, if you're practicing self-love, you're probably doing healing work, you really care about how you feel, you're working towards a better life because you want to enjoy it, because you love yourself, right? So it all ties into the manifestation that we were talking about earlier. And I just think it's really important for women to gather, to commune, to heal. And when you get women who are all on a self-love or a healing or a spiritual journey together outside of their everyday environment, it really creates a good like incubator for magic to happen outside of like the normal day-to-day stuff.
And I love too when women come together, we talk, we bond, we share.
Yes.
You know, I've been divorced for 3 years and I'm going through this dating. And I said, I really want a woman in a man's body, because when you go on these retreats and you bond with each other and you talk about your feelings and what you want for the future. It is a female. We think differently, we act differently, we process differently, and it's great on your retreats that you have all these women that come together and just really bond with each other and you with the higher being.
Yeah, and it's women from all over, and me having done a lot of this self-love work myself and having been on this spiritual healing journey and having the intuitive abilities that I have and the energy work that I can do, being in the space with these women for a week, I'm really able to help transform their lives and transform the way that they see themselves so that they can go back to their regular life and maybe rework it so it works better for them.
Well, and you had your story that because abused women sometimes help abused women because they experienced it. Child neglect, when a child was neglected, they can help other children that are neglected. So when you have lived the story and you really search down deep and what makes you tick and how you get beyond it is what helps others, and you've done that. This is my favorite book. This is my favorite book. My pocket guide to manifestation. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
And you have a whole chapter about love. Tell us about that.
Can
we really manifest love? Tell me, Kelsey.
Yes, I've done it.
Hello.
It works.
Bling,
I promise.
bling, bling, bling.
Just, let me just work my hair here. So love manifestation, I had to put it in the book because I think lots of people out there are looking for their person. They want to be in a long-term committed relationship that feels good and is supportive, where everyone's getting their needs met and people can be happy and build a great life together. So I put it in the book, as well as like manifesting more financial freedom, manifesting more happiness, more inner peace, feeling more purpose in your life. I kind of tried to cover all the bases of like, okay, what do most of us really want? And how can we create more of that? And I dedicated like a chapter to each one.
And I love it. It is about all the different, and different people with different phases of life. It's according to what phase you are in your life. But I think the end of it is we all want to love and be loved, whether it's by your neighbors, it's by your significant other, it's by your, work family, your TV show family. I think that's, one of the main things that we all want. But it is so important to self-love. You have to love yourself before you can love other people. And that's where I think this guide is great, because it walks us through the different phases of like the different aspects of our life, and how to get that. It's an easy pocket guide. It's not like a book that you have to like read every chapter.
It's not like a long read. It's just like, here's an exercise to manifest love that you could try today. Here's a meditation. Here's a journal entry. Here's this, that, and this. It's all different intention setting work, and also some like resistance releasing work so that you can get out of your own way and really align with what you want.
So I love what you said as we closed the interview. You talked about purpose. You have to know what your purpose is, what you actually want out of life. And then you also have to know the steps, how to get there by manifesting and how to manifest. So being a world-renowned author, I love it. I know we look forward to having you on the show again and reading more of your books, but you are such a joyful guest, and I love that the energy that you bring, and I love that the rawness, the realness, your authentic self, and how you're able to share. And it's just amazing when you can tell a story, to share a story, to help others, and that's what you want. You want to help others out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for quality of life, so thank you for the appreciation of my work, and thanks for having me on. It's been awesome.
It's our pleasure. You'll have to come back.
Of course.
So manifest your life. You can have happiness. You just have to believe it to achieve it.